In focus now, Senator James Lankford, Republican of the great state of Oklahoma, serves on the Finance and Homeland Security committees. Great to see you. Look, as Bill was laying it out, I have said it as well. There's a lot on the line now. Some agencies haven't reflexively snapped back from the last shutdown that was fewer than 3 months ago. So the headline of today for you is what?
Yeah, the headline for me today is let's get the government back open again. As Speaker Johnson said, let's be the grown-ups here, actually get the work done that needs to be done. If we get this passed today, that is 11 of the 12 appropriation bills that are passed for full year funding for the federal government operations. That's a good thing. That's the first time that's happened in a couple of decades to be able to get this done. Let's get the appropriations work done for DHS, and let's actually be reasonable about this. What Democrats are demanding are these very vague things that they're looking for, and some of them are absurd, like they're demanding that body-worn cameras be funded in it, when in the bill itself already it does $20 million for body-worn cameras. So they're just fighting to be fighting when they're not even reading the bill of what it actually says.
Yeah. And the president has spoken on that. He said that is something that is good for law enforcement to wear those body cameras. Look, you said 11 of 12 of the appropriation bills passed. That's, I think, historic. I mean, that is great. So what's the one that isn't part of that 12?
Department of Homeland Security is the one that's still saying out there Democrats are. That's the holdout. They're still saying, Democrats are saying, we don't want to fund that. And as Speaker Johnson has said just as recently as a couple of minutes ago on that also includes FEMA, it includes TSA, it includes Coast Guard, it includes a lot of other areas besides ICE and Customs and Border Protection. So it is frustrating that they're just looping this all into it. When I came through the airport this week, the TSA agent said, one of the TSA agents caught me and said, I feel like my paycheck is bipolar. I just never know if it's going to show up. This is just dumb. They're showing up and doing work every day. They're now being held hostage by Democrats who are mad at something in Minnesota. How does that affect my TSA agents in Oklahoma City?
Yeah, it's a good point. That's why I keep hitting that FAA and that whole section. And by the way, you can't run on we cut off money funding from TSA, but you can on abolish ICE, because Democrats have tried it over and over again. So we get the bottom line here, but the bottom line really ought to be the American people. Just a last quick word on picking the illegal side of the lane of coming into this country versus supporting the American people.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Obviously, this is a group of people that just don't like President Trump, period, and whatever he's for, they're against, and they're trying to be able to find a way to drive a wedge. We've got very radical leftist protesters that are literally jumping in the way of law enforcement when they're arresting someone that is a criminal alien, that has had a DUI, that has had a rape, that has had a murder, whatever it may be. They're jumping in the way and trying to be able to defend them. That's not where the American people are. The American people don't like the chaos. They want to be able to have a national security that they can actually trust on it. And what Democrats are asking for is a sanctuary country, not just sanctuary cities. And Republicans are absolutely going to have none of that. We are not going to just give up enforcement across the country. Let's do it the right way, do it professional, but actually have enforcement and not just ignore the obvious.
So speaking of chaos, and by the way, criminality, the list of suspects in the storming of that St. Paul, Minnesota church last month has now grown to 9 anti-ICE agitators. Here's Attorney General Pam Bondi.
We arrested 2 more, and I made it very clear, if you protested, if you rioted in that church, we are going to find you and we're going to arrest you. You cannot attack, and that's what it was. It was an attack style on a house of worship. You can't do it. It was a Sunday morning. There were parishioners, there were families, there were grandparents, there were people with canes, there were children upstairs in the nursery.
Anti-ICE protesting continues after the shooting of 2 protesters by federal agents in that state. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem yesterday announced in this post, effective immediately, we are deploying body cameras to every officer in the field in Minneapolis. As funding is available, the body camera program will be expanded nationwide. President Trump, as I mentioned moments ago, on board with this.
They generally tend to be good for law enforcement because people can't lie about what's happening. So it's generally speaking, I think 80% good for law enforcement. But if he wants to do that, I'm okay with it.
Didn't the big, beautiful law cover the funding for so much of this? Right? I mean, this is paid for. So what is the fight from the left? I just don't get it, because I know that was in there.
Yeah, it was. That was in there. That was part of our funding. And again, in the Department of Homeland Security agreement that we had 10 days ago with Democrats, they've now walked away from. That included an additional $20 million for body-worn cameras for law enforcement. So this is not an issue that Democrats are protesting on. They're now switched subjects from saying body-worn cameras. Now they're saying they want to get rid of what's called administrative warrants. Don't let everyone trick you into this. They say we only want judicial warrants. Well, that sounds clever to say we only want judicial warrants, but picking up someone who is illegally present is often a civil issue. That is done with an administrative warrant. So this is really a way that Democrats are trying to say, let's do only judicial warrants, which they know will make the whole country a sanctuary country where ICE can't do their job.
Well, you know what the Democrats can't say in the midterm elections, something that Republicans could? We would never do this to the American people again. Because Republicans have tried this too, but now Democrats, it's their reflexive only way to get stuff done. And they can never say we would never do this to you because they do it every 3 months.
They do. And I actually have a bill to be able to stop government shutdowns entirely. This looks bad on the world stage. It hurts our economy. The last shutdown cost our economy $85 billion. So it is a huge loss for us as a country every time we go through this. So let's have our fights on budget. We need to have it, but not have a government shutdown at the same time.
Senator Lankford, always great to have you in focus. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.